So somewhere on top of this little bit of hill here is the remains of Elmley Castle, and from what I can tell from maps and satellite images, it's not actually accessible by footpath. I want to go and see and stand on the earthworks of Elmley Castle. We're going to try and find a way into the old castle grounds. Ooh, gate. So, I think some sort of attack straight up the slope to behind those trees should get us in a safe position. Okay, let's go. So far so good. There are clearly tyre tracks. Looks like a quad bike or something. Just hoping the quad bike doesn't just come over the ridge of the hill now. Oh wow, this is going to be steep. Could these be the castle walls? 500-year-old remnants of Elmley Castle. Well, let me catch my breath and then we'll find out. Is this part of the old castle? Here we are, Elmley Castle. Brilliant location. The views are absolutely spectacular. After this had been a hill fort for a few hundred years, maybe even a few thousand years, sometime around the 10th or 11th century, a castle was built here. Just a simple wooden castle to start with, and then through the Norman times and into the medieval times, the castle was expanded upon. They added some stone sections, and at one point this was a very important, prominent castle. But then sometime around the 16th century, the castle fell into disrepair. My goodness. What a magnificent location for a castle it is. Right, let's go to the inner part of the castle. Don't want to stay on the outer ramparts for too long because I'm visible from pretty much every hill around here. So let's just go around to this inner bit and see. Doesn't look like there's any animals grazing here at the moment. You can just imagine back in medieval times the hustle and bustle that must have happened here. It would have been like a small town just on top of this little bit of hill. People living out their whole lives within these castle walls. Born, raised, married, had children and died on this little bit of hill. And to be honest, it's not a bad bit of hill. As I say, beautiful views. And at the moment, quite tranquil. It's like someone's left a barbecue or something here for us. Maybe another time. I think there's a chair over here as well. Perhaps we should briefly take in the view. Right, I'm heading down now into the kind of, would it be a moat? I don't know if you'd have water this high up. Whatever it is, you know, the trench around the castle. I'm now going to walk around that just so I'm a little bit more hidden. Wow. It's not much, I mean it's just the earthworks left. Just the piled up bits of earth, but even that. Imagine how did they pile up these earthworks? It would have been done iteratively over time. The Iron Age fort would have done some very basic earthworks. The next fort would have maybe done a bit more, but to have this level of earthworks, you can tell what an important castle this was. I've definitely been here more than long enough now, so as much as I'd love to stay and explore a bit more, I'm going to have to leave. And if for some reason the farmer or landowner that currently owns Elmley Castle, the earthworks of Elmley Castle, if you're watching, please open up this land. Just put one public footpath through it. We walkers, we won't do any harm. We just want to come and look at our country's history. Okay, this is the riskiest part of the escape. I have to walk across this open bit of field, and I'm not entirely sure where there's a gate that I can cross. I don't know what kind of path this is. That was a deer. A white-tailed deer. Bye bye, Elmley Castle. Chair has definitely seen better days. Oof dear.